haven't peeked outside yet, but last night it started to rain and it was pitter-pattering most of the night. Man. Supposed to be sunny today. God, I'm really hopeful, but yuck. Oh, isn't that supremely disappointing? Jesus. All this wasn't even here yesterday. It is hard to get good weather on this damn trail. I think I've been backpacking out here like 7 days, like between 3 backpacks, and I've only had like, I don't know, 2-3 days of sunshine. The rest of it's been low cloud, rainy. It's a stubborn trail, Jesus. Look how much snow has come down. Holy jeez. Well, let's look at the positives. I can see this mountain and this mountain perfectly. So, yeah, there's a lot of cloud cover, but it's high enough. So this might actually end up being a very unique Rockwall Pass traverse, because no one else gets this. All right, this is something you only get, yeah, at this time of year. Maybe some freak thing happens in August or whatever, but even over there, like, I can actually see things better today than I could yesterday. So, yeah, you know, it's funny. It's like quarter after 8 or something when I got up, and the Scottish lady is already gone. And I was asking her, I was like, oh, am I going to see you tomorrow? Or are you one of those get up at 6 a.m. and leave at 8 o'clock types? She's like, oh, I get up whenever I want. And she didn't make it sound like she was going to get up early, but she did. She's gone. Well, check out my all-out, you know, my Garmin's having all-out war with the color. I might as well cheers, you know. This is to the insanity of the Rockwall Trail in September. You got falling trees, you got rain, you got sun, you got beauty, you got everything, man. It's a roller coaster. Cheers. I'm starting to find these pretty invaluable. I wore them basically all yesterday. And I mean, even just to take down a wet tent, your hands just get wet and freezing, right? And the tent is freezing. So it might take like 30-40% longer with these gloves on because you're fumbling around, but yeah, it's worth it. All right, basically ready to go. It's been a very slow morning, but not worrying about that at all. I should probably close up my bear box. Woo. Sorry for the loud clang. I'm glad I have my big pants. These things are not light at all. I still have my frog top tops. My frog top pants I tore to pieces on a bushwhack. And I mean, it hasn't rained all morning. It's been threatening, but mostly these things are on for warmth. I mean, I'm fully expecting to get hit by wind when I get up. And I'm gonna be in the Alpine for a big chunk of the day. So, and I mean, obviously it's not very warm. And it's hoping the clouds at least stay up there so I can get some nice views. Okay, I thought about heading down the Tumbling Creek Trail and just doing a 3-day backpack to see this again one day, but I want to complete my goals. I want to complete the Rockwall, and that's what I'm going to do. Well, Starting to climb right away. First thing I got to do is climb about 300 meters up to Wolverine Pass. I guess this day is kind of about a 600 meter climb day. So, you know, it's actually similar to the other 2 days you're climbing up stuff. But 2 passes and Limestone Peak. And a cabin to boot, so that'll be cool. Yeah, burned off about 100 meters on my first push. Some trees down across the trail. One was a pain in the butt. You gotta expect that when there was a storm like 3 nights ago, right? Bit of a breakout moment here. You got this massive boulder precariously perched on, it looks like kind of loose rock. Nice. Well, yeah, you can still see the mountains, right? I mean, the clouds are up high. So, I will take it. Yeah, back in the forest. Oh well. Well, still have what I can figure about 180 meters until the pass. Already seeing snow, so I think I'm gonna see a bunch of snow up there, that's for sure. Well, no surprise here. Was actually starting in the forest a little bit. I'd like to stop for a little break, but I also feel like the cabin, Wolverine cabin, is like right close to here. So, and there's not that much more climbing left. I'm still doing a little climbing, but not much. Beautiful up here though, right? You can see the glaciers from Tumbling Pass. Ah, you can actually see Tumbling Pass pretty well too right now. It definitely got snow too. I think they all did. Phew. But for some reason, snow doesn't usually stick to trails that well, so like not beaten down ones. So it's no problem following the trail, that's for damn sure. Okay, I don't care where the cabin is now. This is where I stop. Look at this. Ridiculous, man. This is awesome. Sheesh. Snow is like sticking to my feet. I could probably make, you know, maybe I will. Maybe I'll make a snowman. Yeah, the snow is really nice and sticky. What? Just because I'm 50 doesn't mean I can't make a snowman. It's a pretty ugly ass snowman. It's all out of proportion and stuff. I mean, the top 2 boulders I think are bigger than the bottom one. Whatever, it's got a smile. It probably won't last long. I mean, the first time I put the head on top, actually I was messing around with it. It just like broke through and, oh yeah. Yeah, you know, it should bring a bit of a smile to a few people today and maybe the next week before it falls over. One more look back. I got the feeling that as soon as I take another 10 steps, this is the last time I see back this way. This is Tumbling Creek Valley. You can see down it now. Not bad. All right. Looks like I'm gonna start broaching something. This is not really any of the passes. Like, this is Wolverine Pass, but no Rockwall Pass yet. That's after the intersection for Wolverine. There we go. Trail, side trail. Wolverine cabin will be down here. Okay, didn't have to come down too far for that. One thing about coming to see cabins too is they have awesome views. Usually. There might actually be someone here. I don't know. I'm just trying to make sure. Because I did hear there's volunteers at Helmet Creek Cabin, and they could have come to this one. It looks like it's locked. Nice little add-on, bunch of new wood. You can see right through the windows. No, there's not the window. There's not the shutters, the storm shutters. I am a little surprised. Not a very big cabin either. Room for two. I didn't even notice this. This could use some loving. 100%. Someone needs to carve up a nice new sign maybe. Oh, that's obviously the water source down there. You can see a little trail going down. Here's Rockwall Pass. Looks like nice new roofing on it. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that cool? What a cool angle on that guy. No tack shed? I guess not. Maybe that little thing off to the side is a tack shed, or maybe they don't have horses at all on this trail, because I haven't seen, said that a few days ago, I haven't seen a single horse crap. A year old, 2 years old, nothing. I've seen nothing. So they must come here on foot, or they use helicopter. I didn't even see an outhouse. Oh, spotted a green throne over there, so that's what they use. Just a tiny bit of sunlight was hitting this guy. Just enough to give some hope. But yeah, there's just nothing but white over there, so at least it's moving pretty quickly. Back on the trail. It occurs to me that I probably shouldn't dick around too long. I mean, it does seem like I'm under constant threat of getting hit with some rain or snow event up here, right? There's just these huge clouds going over one by one. Nothing's rained yet, but so what? It could happen anytime, so gotta keep that in mind. It's funny how there's like no snow at the actual top of the pass. Not looking forward to this. That's gonna be, any wind that comes up, it is freezing cold, right? All right, this is Wolverine Pass, Kootenai Park boundary. Apparently it is only 100 meters until you can see down. So, I mean, if I'm still gonna talk about constant threat, but I'm still gonna go over and see everything I want to see on this backpack, right? I mean, yeah, I can handle if it does. The trail is really obvious. It's exposed over there going to the Rockwall Pass, but the trail is still super obvious. Okay. It really is about 100. I mean, I don't know why it has 0.5 over there. 100 meters, I should say, not 5. Over here a little bit more. Bunch of wind coming through Wolverine Pass, so let's come around the corner. Woo! Wolverine Pass Trail looks in fine shape, just the 50 meters that I've done. I have no idea how it would be to get down to the bottom of it. I mean, it is logging roads, old logging roads to get to the bottom of this trail and access the rock wall from that side, but This part here anyway is fine. Okay. Behave. Alright, this next part I'm going to be exposed, like, badly. And whenever that wind is up, it's cold. So, I'm taking a chance. I'm putting on my puffy jacket. I'm hoping it doesn't rain. If it does, I'll be, like, scrambling to put it back in the warm section of this bag. But I sure as hell hope it doesn't. And, yeah, I mean, you saw what it's like, right? It is just bam through Rockwall, and then I don't know how long that's gonna last. I could be exposed for the next 3-4 kilometers. So as I go to Limestone Peak after Rockwall. All right, here we go. I forgot. You go down Wolverine Pass, and apparently you see the true Rockwall. What does that even mean? Is it this? That sheer face? Is it this? Yeah. Whatever. Moving along. This is sick. And check out this glacier. I don't think I've seen it yet. Sorry, just trying to zoom in. Nicely, nicely, nicely. There we go. Just a wall. A pure wall. Alright, coming out. Even in crap weather, and the clouds aren't super low, this is super cool. Sheesh. See the cabin now over there. I think I'm basically at the top of Rockwall Pass, like not absolutely the top, but this is the best view I'm going to get this way. You can see over there it climbs a little bit more, but I think this is pretty much as high as she goes. And there's like no wind. The wind was in Wolverine Pass, and there was some approaching it, but that's it. It's calm in here. So nice. That's the law, right? You affect the weather by whatever clothes you put on. So if I put on my warm jacket, no wind. Magic. Just like the rain, right? Magic rain jacket. Amazing spot for a break, of course. The sun has actually been starting to try and peek through. It's slowly improving. Now I gotta look at my app and kind of check my directions, but I think you go down and you go up. I think this is Limestone Peak, and then after that it is down to Helmet Campground. So that's sort of the last like big climb of the trail, right? Zoom in here. One thing about the snow is it's kind of covered up like the cool parts of the glacier, but still pretty awesome. You know what? I got nothing to complain about. Nothing. I can see the tops of these. All right, I can see the tops of all of them, so that's fine. Go ahead and be cloudy as long as you just let me see the tops. I love it. Even when you look back, like you can see this glacier a little better now, different angles. Could easily go and summit some stuff here, right? That hill. There's this one, probably the one on behind it. You could just stay at Helmet Creek or Tumbling Pass campground, Tumbling Creek, and play. We could just play. Come up and climb stuff. Well, there's been a couple of nice little creeks coming through here too. This is pretty cool. There's one I didn't put on camera. This one's even near. Yeah, there's always, usually you can find water at passes, right? They're not the desolate places that people think they are. Look at that. Slowly, slowly it's clearing. Awesome. Well, I'll get a real good look at it all from Limestone Summit anyway with the sun. Ah, just beautiful. Starting to see a bit of a glacier lake down here. I'll try to lift my phone up as much as I can. Typical. It looks really salty. Kind of a neat color though. All right, I don't think that's the bridge that is talked about in Canadian Rockies Trail Guide, but it is a bridge. I'm not sure how much you want to use the thing. I think I'll probably go down a rock hop, make sure nothing happens. This is kind of neat. I just been walk down right beside this thing for a bit. Spend a little bit more time with the rock wall too. The sun's been peeking out occasionally. I have actually layered down. Oh, gee, where am I going? This is only the second party I've come across. Both of them too strong. I actually layered down from my big rain pants, and that is so nice to have that extra agility and movement in your legs. All right, this is looking a little more reliable and also a little bit more needed. This is not the Terran. That Terran's on the other side, I believe. Not bad. I still don't think this is the bridge. Not bad, you know, this is pretty. You can see the two creeks now coming together. A little something going on here. Maybe something I'm gonna cross over here. I don't know. I did spot the trail climbing up. Oh, there it is. Get my finger out of the way, I can focus. This summit actually doesn't seem so bad right now. I'm sure I'll say it may be a little different when I'm huffing and puffing up it, but yeah. Got that guy. You can see you got a massive pile of rocks and then water flowing underneath, which I always find cool. I guess that one bridge probably was the bridge mentioned in the Canadian Rockies Trail Guide, because now I'm entering the forest, so can't imagine I'm going to go and cross anything else. Could get surprised. This thing isn't really climbing. I expected it to immediately shoot me upwards. What do we got going on down here? Maybe there is a bridge after all. You got this. You got another one kind of stretching across over there. Over here you can easily just jump across without getting your feet cold. I say cold because the feet have been wet for like 3 days solid, but it's nice to not dip into the really cold ass water, right? I might look around. Ooh, squishy. I might look around a little bit in here, you know. To me, this is perfect spot for an old campground, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if I find a pile of cans. The trail in my bag over there. I found a few big treads coming down to this crossing. Even these trees are a little suspicious. They look like they were put there to help with a cross, right? I don't know, maybe I thought I'd find something in this clearing. Haven't actually. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, what are you? Obviously I did find something. I'm gonna go ahead and say I found an old campground, the triangle. That's funny. What else could I hunt down in here? Can't find much. What a great little spot this would have been though. Right? You can see some old blazes and stuff. In my experience, when the national parks want to, they do a good job of getting rid of campgrounds. I have seen some though where there's still definitely some stuff. Usually an outhouse still left behind. This here, this hole, I'm gonna say is either an outhouse or an old fire pit. And there there's where my bag on the trail is. So there was a bit of a tread here. Another one here. This is how I knew that probably I should cross the creek. Yeah, and then it probably, look at that. Look. That's funny. I mean, the trail's over there someplace, so I'm sure it rejoins. There's another track there. Huh. It just doesn't end. So there's the one I was following on the left. There's a second one on the right. Comes up here, and then here's an even bigger one. And those two keep going. I mean, these are, you know, I mean, this could be just nature trails, but there's stuff going all over the place, right? Must have been, they must have let, I'm guessing it was a horse camp, because, you know, the horses would make all kinds of tracks like this. They're feeding on all the grass, and here we have two random burnt pieces of wood, even though there's no forest fire of any kind around here. And look, cut. Look at the massive tree that's been cut. Holy crap. Damn. This is nowhere near the trail. It's huge. That's funny. As always, I wonder, why do they cut all this firewood, and then just leave it there? Why not use it? And down here again, here's some old cuts. Here's a massive cut on a massive tree for, again, I don't know why. There's a trail going across there. The campground that I found was, I think it was in this. But, I mean, I imagine that that old trail goes there. I'm thinking this is old horse trail. Back in the day, horses were allowed, and instead of going through all the rocks that I just went through, they came here instead. I mean, there's even more, right? Here's another big cut down tree. Yeah. Geez, at some point I got to get back to my bag and the trail, and I got to stop looking around. I just keep finding more and more evidence of human use, and of course that makes me look even more. And then I find more stuff. Just one more thing, I promise. I followed another one of the horse treads. It goes, and then stop. Big hole. To me, this is definitely an old outhouse. And then nothing really keeps going, right? I mean, I thought it would be like some other secondary trail heading over to Helmet Creek, but no, I think I just went to the cropper. Well, back on the trail, starting to climb up to Limestone. I have developed some kind of sixth sense about that. I just look around and it's like, well, this would have been a good place to camp. And I start looking around and I find something, then I find something else, and cascade effect happens. I've started to, it's almost like I can smell an old campsite now. Well, I probably have about half Limestone's summit done. I think it goes here and climbs up that. Right underneath the rock wall. The sun's out, but not for long. It's gonna go behind the rock wall here soon. Really cool open part. You had to climb up through forest, but not for long. And there's more and more and more blue sky. Isn't that awesome? Phew, Limestone summit. I'm not there yet, but gotta remember to look back. This is definitely the, just keeps climbing and climbing. I think you're nearly done. All right, I'm up here, and then the trail turns left, so it might still be going up there, right? This straight part didn't seem that bad from down there. All right, you can see Rockwall Pass very clearly now, that's for sure. And there's definitely gonna be a bit of a breakout moment over here at some point. Well, Limestone Summit. I broke left, went down a bunch, now I'm going right. Really no view out this side, you know, lots of nice larches, but yeah. Oh well. Moving on, it's very nice to know that that was my last climb on the Rockwall Trail. Now it is all downhill. The first thing I do is down to Helmet Creek, and then yeah, down to Helmet Ocker campgrounds, and oh yeah, just down. Finally got a little bit of a view. This here is Good Sir Pass, which I went over something like 2 weeks ago. Doesn't look like it got the same kind of snow that Rockwall Pass did. Alrighty, moving along. Should be seeing Helmet Falls soon. Well, it's certainly taking a lot longer than I thought to descend from Limestone Summit. This part here is nice, but for the most part it's been very technical. Like, there's always rocks I gotta dodge or roots or something. I had thought about heading to Helmet Ocker today. Hell, I even thought about trying to walk all the way out, but there's just not enough daylight hours. And you know, the sun is coming out more and more. So, who knows? I mean, Helmet Creek campground, I'll have dinner and then I'll figure out how much time is left, but there's no hurry, right? I can hang out and enjoy. Yeah. And there you go. Literally 10 seconds after I shut off the camera, first shot at Helmet Falls. Cool. The only thing about coming out this time of year is that thing would be a whole lot more impressive in like mid-August, right? But, you know, it's pretty hard to get a mid-August booking out here. Cool. The trail got taken over by a bit of a stream, and now it's coming down here, and you can see perfectly a diversion canal at work. The trail, you know, they'll do this, right? They'll put a log just across here and they'll dig, and look at that. Now the rest of the trail isn't being washed out. My spidey sense is going off again. Old trees that are cut. Oh. Even over there. See, there's a cut in that tree. Yeah, this really seems like some old campground again. This is the trail over here. Oh, here comes crossing on a bridge. Let's see here. Let's get a look at you. Yeah. Broken, but still doing its thing. I heard about this. I want to do this trail, but I want to do it after I go eat and set myself up and everything. Yeah, perfectly good trail going over to Helmet Falls. Ironically, I was looking for a way to get close to Helmet Falls last time I was here and didn't realize that that was there. Well, I'm happy to say it's just getting better and better. There's actually lots of people here. It's like magic. The moment the sun comes out, they're back. Yeah. It's good to see. All right. Let's go and do this waterfall trail. Right away when I got to camp, I ran into one of my subscribers. Recognized me. Shout out to Cole. How's it going? Always nice to get recognized, and then they can BS a little bit about things. And yeah, it's kind of cool. You know, told me he's going out on, he's hoping to go out on the one big trip I did in Banff there, red deer and Clearwater. And I like hearing it, right? It's pretty cool. It's cool when people see that stuff and then they go do it. Yeah, it's definitely love that. Alrighty, exciting new territory, always fun. I don't see this too often. This just looks like pure clay. It really does. I literally just pick this up and do a scene out of Ghost, you know. I have to dance across over here, so I'm putting the phone away for that. I don't think I have ever seen an obstacle look like this. And I mean, the trails I've done were in the thousands of kilometers now. I mean, yeah, this is just so unusual. Sheesh, this clay just kind of takes over everything. Bushwhacked through the trees a little bit. Came out here. Thought maybe it'd be this way, but I think I can see the trail over there. I'm hoping, look how far look at my shoes now. Look how far my shoes went in there. You can test with these. Other than that, you can't really know how deep it is, right? So, I mean, see here, water's running. Okay, sheesh. Trail's kind of a pain in the butt. I hope that's it for the clay. Oh man. I have to go walking back through it too, of course. Despite the difficulties, it is happening. One of the things I'm kind of irked about is, like, I have my nice jacket on that I absolutely do not want to hurt. And so I don't want to bushwhack at all, right? But, I think so far I haven't made any tears in it or anything, right, that I'm going to have to repair. It's this jacket's first year. I'm still pretty protective of it. Cool. Well, kind of broken out of the trees now. Looks like there's two pretty obvious ways to go. I will try the simple flat way. This is getting kind of fun, I have to say. Well, this flat trail has worked out pretty well. A couple of times it's been a little hard to figure out in the rocks where she goes, but mostly it's been good. You can see now I'm turning into the wind. I'm getting close. Getting close. What did I say about not having to do any more climb? Almost got her. Almost. Cool. All right, so up here, over there, start climbing up that, inching my way. I'm just kidding. It does look like I could get up to this ledge. But why? This is already pretty awesome. I got told to look up. I got told a few days ago actually to look for bighorn sheep. Or yeah. I've been looking for a while though, and I haven't found anything, so. Just because I wanted to. There is kind of something going down over here, and I spotted a little rock chair someone built. See? Kind of clever, right? All right. Oh. Jeez, it's even comfortable. It's comfy. I love it. Why not hang out for a while? Been hanging out here a bit. Problem is the sun sets in about 40 minutes. So probably should start vamoosing back. One last look. See, back here you can actually see the upper falls. All right, keep on going. Slow and steady, nice and easy. No twisted ankles. All right, well, I don't think I need to document my second trip through the clay. My tent is surrounded by like 5 other tents, so basically I can't really talk unless people are gonna be like, who the hell is that guy talking to? It's kind of weird for me. So let's just call it good night. Tomorrow, nice easy day. I mean, a couple of things I think I'd like to check out, but yeah, for the most part, just hike out of here. Little hitchhike back to the car, only about 15 kilometers. And yeah, call her a day, man. That'll be the Rockwall, the famous Rockwall. Done. It's pretty awesome. Anyway, good night.